All right, hello everyone. Good afternoon and welcome into our coverage on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Got a high school football 5A Jeffco showdown between Arvada West and Lakewood live at Jeffco Stadium. My name is Alex Becker. Got Ben Hiddle next to me running camera, and the A West Wildcats at 3-3 are the road team this afternoon, taking on the 0-6 Lakewood Tigers. Arvada West right now number 23 in 5A, and Lakewood number 38 in 5A. Head coaches today, first-year head coach for Lakewood, Joshua Carvalho, and then Brad Pyatt, longtime coach for Arvada West now, a former NFL player with the Colts, also played at the University of Northern Colorado, and won a state championship back in the 90s under Coach Dave Logan at Arvada West. So he's been through it, seen a lot of football, and hoping to get back over 500 today. Both teams started league last week. Arvada West lost 42-0 to Chatfield in the first conference game, and then Lakewood played a really tough Ralston Valley team last Friday and lost that one 47-0. So Arvada West won the coin toss. They deferred. They'll get the ball to start the second half. The Tigers receiving the opening kickoff as we are about ready to start right at 4 p.m. from Jeffco Stadium. First game of a doubleheader. And second game slated for 7:30 between Pomona and Chatfield. That's Julian Duran on the kick return for Lakewood, fields it right at the 10, and he's met after a return of 12 yards. Lakewood will begin their opening drive from the 22-yard line. Get our first look at this Lakewood offense. They've changed personnel quite a bit throughout the year. Samuel Silburn started the first 2 or 3 games at quarterback. Then they've been going with Juan Ruiz Yaza Jr. last couple of weeks, but I think today we might have a different quarterback. It looks like it'll be Matthew Scott taking the snaps, at least to start the game. Matthew Scott, a senior for the Tigers. So just trying to find a spark, trying to find something that works for this Lakewood team. And inside handoff there on first down with Isaiah Gray. He's stacked up by a number of defenders. No gain there on first down. And Isaiah Gray, the top running back, RB1 on this Lakewood team. And maybe arguably the top playmaker on offense, number 11, Julian Duran. He's had a heck of a season. Last week against Ralston Valley, a little bit shaky, but he's put together some nice games, and I'm sure they will look his way early and often. And Duran wearing number 11, he's in the slot right now on the right-hand side. Single receiver left is Robert Hatchet Brito. Scott will throw across the middle. It's over the head of Julian Duran, incomplete. And a late flag comes in at the end in the area of roughing the passer. Putting the pressure on there for the Wildcat defense was Cooper Greason, senior defensive back.
Personal foul, rough the passer, defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They will call it on Jackson Pyatt, the son of head coach Brad Pyatt. And the roughing the passer will give Lakewood an automatic first down. Football moved up to the 37. It's Samuel Silburn in the game now, number 1. In the last couple weeks, he's only been playing on defense. He started the year, as we just mentioned, at quarterback. Right now, he'll be in the slot on the left-hand side, along with Duran and then Sawyer Sears. Gray gets the handoff on first down, and physical run tackle made by Cameron Meyer, senior linebacker. Now punishing run, Meyer meeting Gray right in the hole. Short gain on the play, make it second down and 7. At 10 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And Lakewood 0-10 last year, so they're looking for their first win in quite some time. And that would be huge for them to get it in conference against a great team. We'll see what happens today. You know, any given Sunday, as they say in the NFL, any given Friday here in high school football. Looks like we got an equipment issue with Silburn, and he will jog off the field. So Silburn on the sideline. Into the game for Lakewood is now Jaden Quinn, number 9. He's offset to the right of Matthew Scott. Isaiah Gray to his left. Handoff there to Quinn on first down, and not much doing. Jackson Pyatt on the stop.
Loss of a yard to the 39. That brings up 3rd and 8 for Lakewood.
And Pyatt, 52 total tackles on the season coming into this one. A tackling machine is the sophomore. Leads the team in total tackles. Yes, he's a little shaken up, though, after that stop. He's limping off the field. And coming on to replace him is Christian Nightwalker, the junior defensive lineman. So they'll check on Jackson Pyatt on the sideline. Heading off the field there with the considerable limp. 3rd down and 8, under 10 to go in the first quarter. Scott will throw, and incomplete, intended for Silburn. Breaking it up was Caleb Gomez. Gomez, the sophomore. We've seen Arvada West a couple times this year against Boulder in week 2, where they won 41-7, and then the 42-0 loss to Cherry Creek. A ton of sophomores that are starters for the Wildcats, and building for the future. A lot of these kids can play immediately at the varsity level. So Jakob Kibler punts and calling for a fair catch at his own 28. That is Noah Muir, the sophomore. So here's our first look at the A West offense. Be led by sophomore quarterback Logan Duacek. Two really solid runners at the running back position, both sophomores, Jaden Green, number 1, and Adrian Somalia, number 12. We'll see a heavy dose of both of them today. Somalia in the backfield on this first snap. And he gets the carry. Somalia across the 35, breaking a tackle, hands out a stiff arm, and he's finally ran out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Nice run there for Somalia. And a tackle made there by Andrew Couture. Somalia, 666 rushing yards on the season, 6 rushing touchdowns coming into this game. He's gone over 100 yards on the ground 4 times and averaging 111 per game. So he does a lot of damage out of that Arvada West backfield. A West going a 3-by-1 set, 3 receivers left. Single man right is Muir. Looking left is Duacek, will throw down the seam into double coverage, and that goes incomplete, intended for Ian Morgan, the junior. And Couture there in coverage. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion by Duacek. And ripped it down the seam there, looking for Morgan. This time, twins receivers on both sides. Somalia, the tailback. Lakewood in a cover 2 defense. Somalia gets the carry, and he's stacked up and driven backwards at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Nice job by Mason Balmer in that Lakewood defensive front. Getting off the blocks and making the tackle on the dangerous Somalia. So we'll do 3rd and 10 here from the 48. Just under 9 minutes now in the opening quarter. First drive of the game for Arvada West after Lakewood punted. Do a check from under center. Surveys the field. He throws it out in the flat, and it's over the head of Morgan. And a nice coverage by Lakewood. Nothing open down the field. The pass was uncatchable for Ian Morgan. So the Wildcats pick up that 1 first down on the run by Somalia on their first play of the drive, and then it stalls at the 48. Elijah Aguinaldo, the punt return man for Lakewood. Punt is away. Aguinaldo backs up a few steps, fields it at the 15. Trying the left side. And he's brought down just shy of the 30. Special teams tackle made by Kevin Sanchez.
Michael Wintership doing the punting for the Wildcats.
Eight minutes, 28 seconds left in the first. Second drive here for Lakewood.
13 on Aguinaldo's return.
The Tigers have scored 32 points on the year. They've given up 279, so looking to change that, turn the tide today in those numbers. Their highest scoring output was the opener against Bear Creek. They put up 13 against the Bears back on August 24th. Well, Matthew Scott out of the gun. Pressure coming, and he's going to be dropped for a sack of about 3 yards. Scott tried to climb the pocket, but too many defenders right in the area.
Ball back at the 25, let them run up 7 and 13.
So make it second down and 13 on the sack, first sack of the game. And our officials today, referee is Larry Richards, umpire Lawrence Chavez, head linesman is Matt Cianella, line judge Zach Hildebrand, and the back judge is Mike Whetstone. Pass batted at the line of scrimmage, it goes incomplete, and will bring up third down.
Third down at 13, make it 14 at the 24.
So third down, 13 yards to go. Got 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Matthew Scott working from the shotgun. Got 3 receivers right, including Samuel Silburn in the slot. Scott, 5-step drop, now rolls to his right, in some trouble, and he's dropped for a big loss. Jackson Pyatt back in the game. He was able to get his hands around Scott and push him to the turf. So that's a big loss there on third down of 14 yards. 4th and 28 for Lakewood. Good to see Pyatt back in the game and making plays. Tegan Shantz, number 2, a senior. He's got 48 tackles on the season. Got a lot of guys over at least 30. Cameron Meyer with 41. Vince Vigil, 35. Arvada West making a late sub here. Noah Maurer, the return man, standing right at midfield. Nice snap to Kibler. He gets it away. It's a short punt that'll bounce at the 33. Take a nice roll for the Tigers. And Lakewood will down this one at the 48-yard line. So Arvada West will begin their second drive in Lakewood territory. And 1 first down on the first drive. Arvada West opened up with 3 wins to start the year, and then they've dropped their last 3. They beat Thunder Ridge 30-3, Boulder 41-7, and then Horizon 54-40 in a shootout before being shut out by Cherry Creek 42-0. Lost to Fossil Ridge 42-28, and then lost last Friday to Chatfield 42-0. There's a screen. It's caught by Aiden Garcia, and Garcia is tackled pretty quickly. After this reception, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain. And Garcia, the leading receiver so far this year, 21 grabs for 198 and 2 touchdowns coming into this one. Also Noah Muir, 187 receiving yards and a touchdown. And then Keegan Ballesteri, 136 receiving yards. There's Jaden Green, his first carry, and Green with a punishing run down to the 40. Now getting the pads down at the end of that run. 8 yards for Jaden Green. Sets up a 3rd and 2. Arvada West going up tempo. 5:43 left in the first. And Lakewood is in the neutral zone. It'll be encroachment on the Tigers, giving the Arvada West Wildcats a first down.
Right to snap. Encroachment, defense, number 1. 5-yard penalty results in first down.
So it's on Silburn. Moves the football up to the 35.
35 and a first and 10 for Arvada West after the penalty.
So A West, ball on the left hash. New set of downs. Do a check 5 yards deep in the shotgun. Jaden Green behind him. Now do a check. Scoots under center. Toss play to the right. It's Green. Green got nowhere to go. Tries to reverse direction. Makes a cut, and then too many defenders in the area. He is brought down for a loss. Gavin Corthell on the stop. And coming in to help out was Tatum Bachicha. But Corthell, the first guy to get there.
That is a 7-yard loss to the
7-yard loss. Jaden Green tried to make something out of it, but just no running room. Got 4:50 and counting left in this first quarter. 2nd down and 7 on the 42-yard line. Do a check, will throw. It's caught by Garcia. Makes the first guy miss at the 17, and he is brought down after the big gain. Biggest play so far today. Do a check to Garcia. Wildcats enter the red zone. Nice hands there by Garcia. Caught that one with his hands. Slipped out of the first tackle. And then was brought down at the 15. Do a check out of the gun. He'll look left, throw for the end zone. It's tipped incomplete. Kibler got his hands on it, batted it away. Do a check looking for Keegan Ballesteri in the end zone. And do a check on the season, 844 passing yards, 7 passing touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Well, pretty much a pocket passer. Hasn't done a whole lot of damage on the ground, but he can really sling it, especially for a sophomore. Picks up the fumbled snap, in some trouble, and he'll be brought down at the 22. Odin Johnston there, 79 for Lakewood, making the stop. So here's a 3rd and 16 for the Wildcats. We'll see if they can make up some of that yardage. The marker, first down marker right at the 6. That's the line to gain. So do a check from under center. They'll go tight. Trips to the right side. Do a check looking across the middle for Garcia, but it's incomplete. Johnston putting the pressure on the sophomore quarterback, and then Kibler in coverage.
16 to go at the Lakewood 21 for Arvada West.
4th and 16. Here comes the kicking unit. We'll try and get 3 points out of this.
And now a field goal attempt. Ian Morellis on the field to attempt a 38-yarder.
This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt. Ian Morellis, the freshman kicker. And this one is wide left, no good. So the score remains deadlocked at 0 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. And Morellis no good from 36. So Tigers playing some solid football here in the first quarter. You know, they had the big play to Garcia to get him in the red zone, and then Lakewood's defense holding up after that. A West really strong with the front 7. It might be tough to run on them today, so we'll see if Matthew Scott can deliver some short passes, let his playmakers do some damage. Scott trying to gain the edge. He'll pick up a yard. And chasing him out of bounds was Cameron Meyer. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. And 3:11 left in the first quarter. That first game of a doubleheader today. Second game at 7:30 between Chatfield and Pomona. Be the homecoming game for the Chargers. A little cooler day today. We have 52 degrees right now. That one off the hand of Silburn, incomplete. And Jackson Pyatt in coverage for Arvada West. Say 56 degrees. And it will be a lot cooler for that 7:30 game. Here's Matthew Scott from the gun, 3rd and 9. The Wildcats trying to get off the field. Pyatt shows blitz, now backs off. Arvada West comes with 3. Scott to his right. His pass is intercepted. On the pick is Cameron Meyer. And Meyer celebrates with his teammates. Dangerous throw from Scott. And Meyer right there in coverage. And that is the first turnover of the game. Gives Arvada West solid field position at the 42. 22. So do a check. Under center. 3 receivers on the right side. Adrian Somalia between the tackles. Somalia makes a cut across the 10. Corthell dragging him. And Corthell eventually brings him to the ground. Not before Somalia gets down to the 7-yard line. No huddle offense here. Do a check, barking out signals. Same exact formation. Somalia the tailback, here he is. Left side, touchdown, Adrian Somalia. Late flag does fly from referee Larry Richards. Pretty much a walking touchdown there for Adrian Somalia, but we'll see what the flag is.
Holding, offense, number 55.
It'll be an offensive hold called on Landon Woods, and that will bring the touchdown back. Take 6 off the board.
With the penalty, the ball now on the Lakewood 17 touchdown.
So we'll make it 2nd and goal on the 17 after the hold. Somalia once again past the first level. Somalia lowers the pads. Corthell on the stop. Down to the 9, pickup of 8. 2nd and goal now, inside the 10. Now, Coach Pyatt likes to switch off running backs for drives, so we saw Somalia on the first drive, Jaden Green on the second drive, and it's been Adrian Somalia here on the 3rd.
Flag down.
Get a flag on the field, and offsides or neutral or encroachment will be called on Lakewood, it appears.
Encroachment, defense, number 79. 5-yard penalty.
It's on Odin Johnston. Football will move half the distance down to the, looks like the 4. Extra tight end on the left side. They'll run Somalia straight up the gut. Slips out of the first tackle and then is brought down at the 3. So it is big boy football down by the goal line. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Spread look for A West. A couple receivers on each side. Somalia, the halfback, offset to the right of Duacek. Here he is, Adrian Somalia breaks the tackle. He's into the end zone. Got across the goal line, and there it is. Arvada West scores to open up the scoring late in the first quarter. Adrian Somalia from 3 yards out gets his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. So Somalia, 3-yard TD run, and the Wildcats take advantage of that short field after the interception by Cameron Meyer. So Morellis on for the PAT. He knocks it through to make it 7-0 Wildcats.
Arvada West, a minute and a quarter to go in the first quarter. Arvada West 7, Lakewood nothing. Fans, if you have a friend or family member who couldn't make it, or you're just fed up with me, you can stream this game at NSPN.TV. That's NSPN.TV. There's Alex Becker today providing a live play-by-play of this game, and NSPN.TV streams games here at Jeffco. Trailblazer the net all over the state and all over the.
All right, so Lakewood will be getting the football back again. 1:15 to go, on the first quarter clock. A number of games going on today on our channel, NSPN.TV. Got a doubleheader going on at the NAC as we speak. And the second game of that one, that'll be the featured game. But Golden Plains, Stanley Lake right now. And Golden up 14-0 there in the first quarter. Again, you can check that one out on our channel. Also games going on at Trailblazer Stadium. So packed Friday. Duran on the return. Julian Duran reverses field across the 30. Duran is hit hard out of bounds, and then maybe a late hit. That should draw a flag. But it won't. Cooper Greason got a pretty good extra shot. You can see the coaches for Lakewood pleading their case to the officials, and that'll be a late flag for unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lakewood sideline. I could see the gripe. You don't want to cross the line and say the wrong thing to the referee, but and Greason definitely got away with one. It's like Duran ran out of bounds. He pretty much gave himself up. He's a yard out of bounds, and then he got his clock cleaned. So the Lakewood sideline was expecting the flag for a late hit, and then they said one too many things to the officials, and that drew the flag. And the Lakewood sideline definitely standing up for their guy Duran. That got their attention. So talking things over right now.
Unsportsmanlike on the bench of Lakewood. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So there's the unsportsmanlike conduct on the Tigers sideline.
With the penalty ball now on the Lakewood 27. First and 10 for the Tigers.
Blitz for Arvada West. Scott takes the snap, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage. And some physical blocking down the field between a little battle going on between Hatchet Brito and Kevin, and that is Atticus Tillman for Arvada West. Wide receiver DB battle. We'll see what the flag is.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense, number 11.
We got Vinny Vigil for a face mask penalty. Or no, Kevin Sanchez rather, excuse me.
With the penalty ball now in the Lakewood 42.
Sanchez with his palms in the air. He can't believe that face mask call. So that's pretty much right where they would have been if they wouldn't have got the unsportsmanlike call on the sideline. First and 10 for the Tigers on the 42. Clock moving here, 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Isaiah Gray on the handoff, and he will be tackled for a loss. A loss of about 4. That's Sanchez on the stop. He's asking out of the game.
down. Loss of
Replacing him on defense will be Declan Hatch, a big number 23. And you got Vigil along that defensive line. Also Christopher Stevens-Rosner, real good looking athlete playing the nose. And then Pyatt coming off the edge. Now you got Hatch playing defensive end. There's Gray. Gray following the right side of his line. And physical run eventually ran out of bounds by Tegan Shantz. And another late flag. Hatchet Brito is down for Lakewood. He took a pretty good shot, and he dropped to a knee. So I think we'll have an injury timeout. Robert Hatchet Brito, the injured man. As a late flag came out at the end of the run by Isaiah Gray. So this game getting, dare I say, a tad chippy here the last minute or so.
After the play, personal foul, defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty.
So a late hit personal foul, and that will be called on Jaden Nichols. I think they said 6. No, we're on the opposite side. You couldn't tell exactly where Isaiah Gray was when the hit was made. You know, might have been sort of a makeup call, though, for the one on this sideline. That was not called. Hatchet Brito still down, and now he is helped to his feet. So on the clock, we have 0.3 of a second left in this first quarter. Again, you're watching this afternoon on NSPN.TV. My name's Alex Becker. Got Ben next to me running camera. Cooler afternoon here at Jeffco Stadium, but no wind. An overcast day, and now that will be the end of the first quarter. So they'll check on Hatchet Brito on the sideline. He's able to walk off, a walk-in fine. All right, we'll take a short break here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Be right back for quarter number 2.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
I bet I know. I was on. I coached right at the 45. Oh, yeah. He was the one who was giving him the near full.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Neighborhood Sports Network. Start of quarter number 2. In this 5A Jeffco battle, 3-3 Arvada West versus 0-6 Lakewood. Tigers more than hanging in so far. Isaiah Gray on the handoff, and another late flag. We're going to get this thing under control here. That's 3 late flags we've seen on this drive. Gray will head to the sideline and calm him down a little bit. And he definitely plays with a lot of passion. We've seen that this year. A lot of emotion. And our head referee today, Larry Richards, speaking with the umpire, Lawrence Chavez.
After the play, there's unsportsmanlike on the offense, number 25. 15-yard penalty. It will be first and 10.
So it is on Gray. We'll back the Tigers up 15. To the 34, ball on the right hash.
After the administration of penalty, first and 10 Tigers from the Wildcat 34-yard line.
So Gray got the first down on the run. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 34. And cooler heads need to prevail. Limit the flags, especially after the play. All right, Scott back to pass, steps up under pressure. Pyatt hits him and then dragged to the turf by Hatch. Deckley and Hatch able to wrap him up.
Backfield by number 23. Deckley on Hatch. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 to the Tigers.
Now V. Hill also with some pressure.
34-yard line.
I think Scott did get back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Make it 2nd and 10, 11-10 to go, 2nd quarter. Scott clapping the hands. He will hand off to Jaden Quinn, and he's met in the backfield, drop for a loss. That is V. Hill as well as Cooper Greason on the tackle. Yeah, Quinn, the running back, they sent Isaiah Gray to the sideline to calm him down, and Gray's still on the sideline. So Quinn got the carry, lost 2 yards.
3rd and 12 for the Tigers from the Wildcat 36-yard line.
3rd and a long 12 from the 36. Same formation. Scott, a 5-step drop. He'll throw quick. It's intercepted. On the pick is Tegan Shantz. Shantz across midfield, the 40. Flag comes out. And Shantz will be dragged down at the 21-yard line. Flag came out on the return. So it'll be an interception for Arvada West, and then we'll see. We'll see if it's a block in the back or a hold. Oh, a sideline warning against the Tigers, so Arvada West will keep the ball all the way down at the 23 is where they spot it. And 2nd interception today for Arvada West. First one made by Cameron Meyer. That one from the senior Tegan Shantz. From the gun. Handoff, it's Jaden Green, bounces it outside. Green turns the corner inside the 10 before he's ran out of bounds.
Number 1, James Green on the carry.
Offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty.
But a hold will be called on Joseph Weisner. The run by Green will come back. With 10:09 left in the 2nd quarter. We've seen a lot of flags the last few minutes. I think trying to find exactly where to spot this football.
We have 2 penalties, 1 in each team. We have a live ball, hold on the offense, number 66. After the play, it's unsportsmanlike, defense, number 24. Both outs will be marked off. They'll be 1st down.
So you got the holding call, and then another flag came out at the end of the play for an unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe on Mason Balmer. So that will work out better for the Wildcats, as the football will be placed at the 18.
1st and 5 for the Wildcats. From the Tiger 18-yard line.
Do a check from the shotgun. He'll throw for the end zone. Got his man there. Ball is caught. That is a touchdown for Arvada West. 18 yards on the score.
Number 9, Logan Hatchett's pass is complete.
Jaden Nichols making the grab in the end zone, and Arvada West goes up 2 scores. 9:52 left here in the 2nd quarter. And do a check to Nichols from 18 yards away. No extra point up and good. That was a great throw there by Duacek. Dropped it right in the bucket. And Nichols, nice route, making the grab, got the foot down in bounds. And it is 14-0. Logan Duacek, 8th touchdown pass of the season for him. And that is the first touchdown grab. I believe that's the first catch of the season, too, for Jaden Nichols. Has not recorded any receiving stats. They've used him quite a bit on defense. He's a starting DB for the Wildcat defense, but getting some action here at receiver. And we might see more of him at receiver following that touchdown catch. And sophomore to sophomore. Do a check to Nichols.
Number 35, Ian Morales. That keeps the Tigers.
So Ian Morales will be doing the kicking here.
Number 11, Julian Duran.
And that will take a bounce out of bounds. So ball will be placed at the 35 for the Tigers.
Kick goes out of bounds. Lakewood will take possession, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Kick out of bounds. On kicking team. Ball will be placed on the 35. 1st down.
So last drive ended for the Tigers with that interception by the senior Tegan Shantz. Hoping for better luck on this drive. And Matthew Scott, the senior quarterback today. We'll try and make something happen for his team. Working out of the shotgun. Spread offense. He fakes the handoff to Gray. Scott will try and keep. Try to hand out a straight arm and then fumble the football. Cameron Meyer, I think, forced it. And then on the return, taking it back for a touchdown was Caleb Gomez. No whistles on the field, so it'll be a fumble return for a touchdown by Gomez. Wow, just like that, Arvada West will take a 3-score lead. Scott was being close to being down or forward progress being stopped, and then the football was forced out. I have to take a look again to see who exactly it was to force the fumble. I know it was Cameron Meyer, the first guy to get there and make contact with Scott. And Caleb Gomez takes it back for a TD, and it is now 21-0 Arvada West.
Kick is good. 9:42 left in the half. Arvada West 21, Lakewood 0. Kicking off the Wildcats.
21-0 here. Just like that. 2 scores within a matter of 20 to 30 seconds. That is the 3rd turnover forced by the Wildcat defense. Got 2 interceptions and then the forced fumble. Scoop and score for Caleb Gomez. Kickoff fielded right at the 12 by Julian Duran around the right side across the 25. And Duran runs into a few Wildcats just across the 30. Not a bad return.
Julian Duran on the return.
Just a little extracurricular getting up. Been a physical first half. And Lakewood, they are hungry as ever for their first victory in quite some time.
From their own 30-yard line.
And she went winless last year on the season, 0-10, and So far, no wins this season, but not for a lack of effort. Coach Carvalho and his staff have these guys ready to play each and every week. And see the emotion, the passion that they have. And then Arvada West right now coming in at number 23 in 5A. They were the number 21 seed in last year's 5A state playoff bracket, and they lost to number 12 Legacy 41-0 in the first round. New crop of kids this year, a new quarterback, obviously, new running backs. A different year. Scott will throw the fade for Hatchet Brito off his hands. He tried to make a great catch along the sideline, and it falls incomplete. Grant Drotar in coverage for the Wildcats.
Second pitch to Tigers from their own 30-yard line.
See the score here in the goal. Golden up 28-0 now on Stanley Lake in the second quarter. That game over at the NAC. I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good ball by Scott. Put it right where it needed to be for Hatchet Brito. Couldn't quite hang on. Isaiah Gray using his physical running style to pick up about 3. V. Hill and Greason in on the tackle. Pyatt's always around the football. Now, these two teams met last year back on October 7th. Pretty much a year to the date, as we have October 6th today, so 364 days ago. Scott steps up, looking to run, pick it up with his feet, and he slides across the 40. It'll be a first down for Lakewood. Matthew Scott picks up the first, moves the chains. A great awareness there by the senior. Now that game back on October 7th of last year was a 47-16 win for the Wildcats. Three receivers left, single man right is Hatchet Brito. Scott takes the shotgun snap, hands off on the draw to Isaiah Gray.
25, Isaiah Gray on the carry. He's adjusted down by
up to the 48.
Kevin Sanchez.
Pickup of 6 by Gray.
5 to the Tigers.
He's a bigger back.
Around 48-yard line.
And he can pick up some of those tough yards. They used number 22, Julian Garcia, for the first few games at running back. Garcia not in pads today, but last couple weeks they've been using Garcia more at receiver. Jaden Quinn off the left side. Good vision there by Quinn. He's got himself a first down. Down to the Arvada West 43.
Number 9, Jaden Quinn on the carry.
Lakewood putting a nice drive together, moving the chains.
Picks a punt made by number
They'll get whistles and a timeout used by the Wildcats. So A West will use their first timeout with 7:21 remaining. We'll take one as well on the Neighborhood Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Local sports coverage can be found on NSPN.TV all year long. Subscribe to the Neighborhood Sports Network to watch events both live and on demand. Email jobs at NSPN.TV if you'd like to join our team of broadcasters and camera operators. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Timeout. They could be first and 10 from the Wildcat 43-yard line.
All right, we are back following the A West timeout with Jaden Quinn. Quinn off the left side for a medium gain, maybe 4 yards on the pickup. A pretty nice drive for the Tigers so far. They've ran the ball well. I think better than they have run the ball on any other drive so far today. It's the turnovers that have hurt them. 2 interceptions and then the fumble return for a touchdown. Scott calling out signals. Pyatt comes on a blitz. Good block there by Johnston. And Quinn is met after a short gain. Nice solid tackle there by Michael Lenarson. Yeah, Lenarson with the physical tackle.
Number 26, Michael.
So 3rd and short coming up for the Tigers. 6:15 and counting in the second quarter.
3rd and a long two for the Tigers. The Wildcat 36-yard line.
3 receivers right, Hatchet Brito to the left. Isaiah Gray to the right of Matthew Scott. Silburn in the slot, he's a big body. Design run, Scott dances, and he may have got there. It'll be real close to see if he got to the line to gain. It's like he got it and then tried to make a juke move and then may have went backwards a yard, and that's exactly what happened. He'll be just shy of that first down. 4th and about half a yard coming up for the Tigers. On the Arvada West 34. So many of these guys on their A-West defense are versatile. You see Jackson Pyatt, he plays all over the field, and he loves playing defense. Doesn't need the ball in his hand to be successful.
Lakewood, the first time out of the half.
Lakewood will use the timeout, talk things over, and try to get things in order for this key 4th down play. What will Coach Carvalho go with on 4th and 1? We'll take a short break and be back for the 4th and 1 on the other side. You're watching today on NSPN.TV.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really hard for me.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Jeffco Stadium. My name is Alex Becker on the play-by-play. Got Ben next to me running camera. 5:13 to go in the second quarter. 4th down and 1 for Lakewood. Design run, it's Scott. He's got the first. What a call. Off the left side, a quarterback draw. And Scott picks up the first down to the 31.
Lakewood. Next play made by number 29, Tyreek Cohen. First and 10 Lakewood at the Arvada West 31-yard line.
There's a run by Quinn. Big hole. Jaden Quinn, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lakewood. Jaden Quinn with a house call from 31 yards out. Man, a huge play there for Lakewood. Quinn finds the end zone on the 31-yard touchdown scamper. He had an injured Tiger down on the ground at the 32-yard line. One of the linemen, it appears, but does not take away from that touchdown run from Quinn. Man, what a job the O-line did providing that hole. And Quinn with the burst. So no flags on the field. Touchdown will stand. As they check on the injured Tiger. Can't see a number right now. So we'll get some details there, but yeah, 31 yards on the touchdown run. That's got to be a great feeling for Arvada West. You know, they don't have too many big chunk plays like that, especially running the football. I mean, nice execution. Now we'll take a short 20-second break as they check on the injured player. We'll be right back on Neighborhood Sports Network.
Local sports coverage can be found on NSPN.TV all year long. Subscribe to the Neighborhood Sports Network to watch events both live and on demand. Email jobs at NSPN.TV if you'd like to join our team of broadcasters and camera operators. Welcome to the neighborhood.
All right, welcome back, folks, to our coverage. And 31-yard TD run for the Lakewood offense. Jaden Quinn finding the end zone. Continuing to check on the injured player at the 33. Once we get a better idea, we'll let you know who it is and maybe what kind of injury was suffered. 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go before halftime. First game of a doubleheader this afternoon. Well, Chatfield Pomona at 7:30. A 5A Jeffco tilt. And it looks like it is a leg injury, a right leg injury. And I believe that is Landon Gordon for Lakewood. You can see he's not putting any weight on that right foot.
A big round of applause for our injured player, number 64, Landon Gordon.
So hopefully Gordon's all right, able to, hopefully it's not too serious. Not sure if he'll return today, based on that look. But that's important for Lakewood. He's one of the key leaders on the team. A sophomore playing a lot of varsity action this year. Well, they'll go for two. Scott on the keeper. Can he get to the pylon? He can. That will be a successful two-point conversion and make it 21-8. So they go for two. A keeper for Matthew Scott, and that's working out lately. Scott running the football. So 21-8 with 4:38 to go before half. Arvada, both teams with 2 timeouts left. Plenty of time before the half. 4 minutes, 38 seconds.
And number 12, Adrian Smala. And kicking off the Tigers.
Now the 2 running backs are the 2 deep return men for Arvada West, Jaden Green, Adrian Somalia.
Number 21, Tatum Buchacha.
Kicking off here, Tatum Bachicha. It'll be a short kickoff fielded by Greason, and Greason is hit hard across the 35. Big time hit by Kibler. Jakob Kibler delivering the boom. He's not the biggest guy, but he sure will throw his body around.
A-West will take over possession.
Kibler laying the wood.
First and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Last offensive touchdown was that 18-yard pass from Duacek to Nichols. Then they scored on defense, and then defense was out there again, allowed a long drive to Lakewood. So offense well rested, and they run the ball on 1st down with Somalia. Adrian will get to the 44.
Number 12, Adrian Simmel on the carry. Pitch made by number 79, Odin Johnston.
It'll be 2nd down and 3, 4:08 to go. 2nd quarter, Somalia. Left side, gets the edge and crosses midfield. Aguinaldo makes the tackle, and that is not a good sign. Somalia shaken up after the play. Aguinaldo laid the hit. Hit him low. Somalia there down on 2 knees on the Lakewood sideline. That would be costly. Up on his feet now. Hopefully just a stinger. Jaden Green entering the game. See Somalia right there at the 43, walking off, jogging off now. Picked up the first on the run. He got around the corner, found the edge, and rumbled to the 48 of Lakewood. A 3-by-1 here for Arvada West. Do a check from the gun. Here's Jaden Green, run off the left side, gets a nice downfield block by Garcia.
Number 1, Jaden Green.
Oh, Green picks up the first.
He's chased out of bounds by number 12.
And he is a talented running back as well. Mentioned the numbers on Green, 543 rushing yards coming into this one and 4 rushing touchdowns. Somalia now has 7 after his score to put him up 7-0 late in the first quarter. Like Corthell will be offsides. Make it 1st and 5 for the Cats on the 29.
After administration penalty, it'd be 1st and 5 for Wildcats. At the Tiger 29-yard line.
Take a look at that offensive line for Arvada West. The big left tackle, Giovanni Pinozzo, number 50. He is committed to Wyoming. A very projectable frame. A future poke. All right, throw it on the sideline for Garcia. Coverage by Aguinaldo, and then a late flag comes in for pass interference. You know, he was riding Garcia pretty hard along that sideline. Was wondering if the flag was going to be thrown.
Aiden Garcia. It is incomplete. However, we do have a penalty marker on the flag.
So we'll see what the call is. It took him a sec to throw the flag. So it'll be a holding call on Aguinaldo, not pass interference. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go before half.
Penalty results in a 1st down. The Wildcats will be 1st and 10. Arvada West at the Lakewood 19-yard line.
Sophomore quarterback Logan Duachek will hand off to Green. Jaden Green bounces it outside, makes Corthell miss. Makes another miss, and then is brought down hard by Bomber. Just too many defenders there. He's breaking a couple tackles, but the defense closing quickly. Bomber on the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Green lost a yard. Ball right at the 20-yard line. A 2nd down and 11. We are under 3 minutes in the first half. Do a check, clean pocket all day to throw. It's complete to Muir. Muir on the short crosser.
Number 21. Noah Muir.
Gain of 4, 3rd and 7. Arvada West going quickly. Do a check, glances towards the sideline. Checks the wristband. Hands off Green, left side. Green gets past the first level. He's at the 5. Green for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Wildcats. Jaden Green scores from 16 yards out. Well, both running backs with a rushing touchdown here in the first half. Somalia and now Jaden Green. And that is a nice twisting run by Jaden Green, weaving in and out of defenders. So extra point there by Ian Morellis is up and through. Score 28-8 in favor of Arvada West.
Arvada West 28, Lakewood 8.
So Wildcats have 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half, a passing touchdown, and the fumble return for a touchdown. They've scored in a variety of ways, just missing a special teams touchdown now.
Off the Wildcats, number 35.
So they lead by 20, a couple minutes left in the half.
And back keeps the Tigers, number 11, Julian Duran, and number 21.
An action-packed first half here at Jeffco Stadium. Seen quite a bit. So Ian Morellis, freshman kicker, has it teed up. It'll be fielded right at the 8 by Julian Duran. Here comes Duran. Avoids the first tackler and then is hit pretty hard there by Hatch at the 25. Declan Hatch on the special teams tackle.
Declan Hatch. Lakewood takes over possession, first and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Tigers begin this one on the 26. And Matthew Scott, the quarterback, they scored on the last drive on that 31-yard touchdown run by Jaden Quinn. And then got the 2-pointer with Matthew Scott running it in himself. Wildcats bring 4 on the blitz. Scott to his left. Scott throws under pressure, almost intercepted by Gomez. And Caleb Gomez got his hand on it. And he was the one who returned the fumble for the touchdown. And Silburn was the intended target. Scott's got to be careful. Sometimes it might just be best to throw the ball away, live to see another down. Another day, another down. There's a run by Isaiah Gray. And that goes for a loss of 1.
Isaiah Gray on the carry. Next play made by number 7, Cameron Meyer.
So Meyer on the tackle.
A 3rd and 11. The Tigers from their own 24-yard line.
3rd and 11, clock moving here. Got a minute 22 and counting. Late in the second. There'll be an offsides there as Kevin Sanchez was across the line.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down. Coach.
After the penalty, you'll bring up a 3rd and 7 to the Tigers from their own 29-yard line.
Minute 7 on the clock. Here's a 3rd and 7. Whistles before the snap. I think they're going to reset the play clock, I believe. All right, here we go with the 3rd and 7. Scott clapping his hands. Drops back. The rush is coming. Eyes downfield. He'll throw for Hatchet Brito. It's caught, and he's ran out of bounds at the 40. Should be enough for a first down, as they will convert on the 3rd and 7.
Plays good for Lakewood Tigers, first down. The 1st and 10, Lakewood.
So ball on the Lakewood 40. Hatchet Brito was spilled out of bounds with 58 seconds. Scott under pressure. Sanchez almost got there, intercepted by Arvada West. It is Jaden Nichols on the pick. And Nichols almost down to the 20. Third interception of the first half for the Wildcats, and then a flag at the end of the play. So Nichols caught the touchdown on offense. He's got an interception now on defense.
Penalty marker after the play.
After the interception, we have hold on return team.
So a holding call on Arvada West on the interception return. So it'll stay Arvada West ball, but will be backed up about 10 yards. So they'll go from the 34, A West with 2 timeouts, both teams with 2 timeouts still in their pockets. They'll throw, open is Garcia at the 10, and he's got the catch for Arvada West touchdown on the first play of the drive. 34 yards from Duacek to Aiden Garcia, who was running free down the far sideline. So Wildcats get the interception by Nichols, and then Duacek hits Garcia. 34 yards for the score, and the points are piling up. Morales on for the extra point. It is up and good. 35-8. A West on top.
41 seconds left in the half. Arvada West 35.
Duacek, second touchdown pass for him today. And then for Garcia, his third receiving touchdown of the year. Leading the team in receiving yards coming into this one. And now leads the team in receiving touchdowns. He was tied with Somalia and Hatch with 2. Now the leader in the clubhouse. Morales will kick it deep with 41 seconds. He'll be caught right at the 4 on the return for the Tigers is Tatum Bachika, and he's buried at the 17.
Cha-cha on the return, defense play made by number 29.
Looks like we got an injured player down on the field. Looks like an Arvada West player. So we'll step aside real quick, take a quick break, and be back for the remaining 35 seconds of the first half.
Local sports coverage can be found on NSPN.TV all year long. Subscribe to the Neighborhood Sports Network to watch events both live and on demand. Email jobs at NSPN.TV if you'd like to join our team of broadcasters and camera operators. Welcome to the neighborhood.
All right, welcome back here to Jeffco Stadium. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Checking on the injured Arvada West Wildcat. Tyreek Cullum, the sophomore, helped to his feet. And those kick returns, guys going full speed at each other from opposite directions, almost like a car crash. There can be some nasty collisions in there.
Lakewood will take possession, 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line.
All right, Lakewood will have 82 yards to go and 35 seconds. Tigers with 2 timeouts left. Quick pass caught by Duran, and Duran upended at the 32. Arvada West tackle made by Justin Truesdale. So Lakewood will use their first timeout. 28 seconds remaining.
Number 26, Michael Lemerson.
A nice connection with Julian Duran. We'll keep it here for this timeout. And Arvada West coming into this one with 153 points scored. They've allowed 176. Point total will go way up today, as still got another half to play and 5 touchdowns already. And there's the shotgun snap. Matthew Scott under pressure, and he will be sacked by Stevens Rosner. And Christopher Stevens Rosner, the senior, with his first sack today. And he's a load to handle. He's a big dude. Now we'll take us to halftime. Lakewood will not run another play, as halftime score 35-8 in favor of Arvada West. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, one by each starting running back, Somalia and Jaden Green. And then a defensive touchdown as Caleb Gomez ran a fumble back for a TD. And then Lakewood got the 31-yard touchdown run by Jaden Quinn plus the 2-point conversion. So Arvada West looking to get back over 500, snap this 3-game losing streak, and they are certainly in line to do so halfway through. All right, if there's any halftime performances, looks like they will. We'll show you those and then get to our halftime messages after that, as you are watching today on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Arvada West will receive the second half kickoff. That keeps Wildcats number 1, Jaden Green, and number 12, Adrian Samala.
All right, everyone, welcome back to our coverage here this afternoon at Jeffco Stadium. Alex Becker with you on the call. We have a 35-8 lead for Arvada West. As we begin half number 2, Wildcats will receive the second half kickoff. And 5 touchdowns scored by A West, 2 passing, 2 rushing. And then the fumble return for a touchdown by Caleb Gomez. So Duacek has thrown TDs to Nichols and to Garcia. And then a touchdown run by Jaden Green, and then TD run also by Adrian Somalia. Underway in half number 2, goes through the hands of Somalia, retreats, picks it up at the 14, around the left side, and Somalia actually winds up with a decent return. He gets to the 26-yard line, looks like.
Well, tripped up by his own player.
So he kind of went through his legs, off his hands on that low bouncing kickoff.
Possession, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Got the shadows creeping in here at Jeffco Stadium late afternoon on a cooler Friday. You know, not super cold, but maybe the coldest day we've had this week. We'll do a check from the shotgun, hands off there to Somalia. Somalia following the left side of his offensive line. Second effort will get him close to the first down marker, about 8 yards on the pickup. And the first play of the third quarter, just like the first play of the first quarter for Arvada West's offense, a handoff to Somalia. So once again, hustling to the line of scrimmage. Gets the call again, got the first down. Pyle continues to move forward, and Somalia, some physical running, gets him all the way to the 46-yard line.
On the carry. Fence play made by number 24, Mason Balmer.
An offensive line giving him a nice push. Balmer eventually brought him down, but not before he galloped to the 46. So once again, no huddle. Do a check looking right, and his pass almost picked off. Almost intercepted there by Andrew Couture.
Duhachik's pass intended for number 86 is incomplete.
He had Ballesteri in the area as well as Sean Trinder.
Andrew Couture.
And Couture was very close to picking that ball off.
Wildcats from their own 46-yard line.
Second and 10 here. Do a check from the gun, hands off to Somalia, gets out of one tackle, and then Corthell spins him to the turf at the Lakewood 49.
He's wrestled down by number 8, Gavin Corthell.
And 10:38 to go in the third. 3rd and 5 for A West. Johnston was almost across the line. Odin Johnston. Do a check, making sure the wide receivers here on the right side knew the play call. We'll throw for Trinder, or no, that is Muir making the catch. Noah Muir on the deep slant. He had Trinder running the slant in the slot, and then on the outside, Muir makes the catch to the Lakewood 36-yard line. New set of downs for the Wildcats. A good ball by Duacek. It was a tight window to get it in there. And Muir getting the inside leverage, made the catch. There's Somalia on the rush. Bounces off a tackler, gets across the 25, and then down to the 22.
Smalla on the carry. Defensive play made by number 21, Tatum Duchacha. Officials timeout on the play. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 21-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for A West, just outside the red zone at the 21. Couple receivers on each side. And 9:15 to go here, third quarter. There's Adrian Somalia. Wow, how did he get out of that tackle by Kibler? It's like Kibler had him for a loss, but Somalia just bounced off of him. Was eventually brought down by Aguinaldo. Football up to the 17-yard line. 2nd and 7. 8 minutes, 42 seconds and counting here, third quarter. It's the first drive of the second half. Somalia on the handoff, and he's hit pretty quickly. Short gain on the play.
Somalia is wrestled down by number 24, Mason Bomber.
Bomber in on another tackle.
Come out on the play for an injured
It's
player.
like he may have walking off the field is Bomber, and then we've got another injured Wildcat down right now at the 15. So as they check on him, we'll take a short break here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Got 8 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the third. We'll be right back.
Local sports coverage can be found on NSPN.TV all year long. Subscribe to the Neighborhood Sports Network to watch events both live and on demand. Email jobs at NSPN.TV if you'd like to join our team of broadcasters and camera operators. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for you.
All right, folks, we are back. That is Adrian Somalia, the injured Arvada West Wildcat. He was shaken up earlier, returned to the game, as he is helped up there at the 20, and he is the starting running back and leading rusher on this Arvada West team. Ran for a touchdown at the end of the first quarter, opened up the scoring today, and Somalia 7 rushing touchdowns on the season. He walks off under his own power, but very slowly, very gingerly towards that sideline.
After the injury, it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats from the Tiger 19-yard line.
3rd and 4 now for A West. Ball is on the Lakewood 15. And Jaden Green in at running back. Then the lineman subbing in is Caleb Haar. Pinozo and Bryce Miller on the left side. Center is Landon Woods. Braden Zach at right tackle and Caleb Haar at right guard. Green gets the edge, stays in bounds, and then he barely stepped out. Just outside the 5-yard line, I think just shy of the first down marker.
Number 1, Jane Green.
Bring up 4th down and short.
Pushed out of bounds by number 5, Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah Aguinaldo was able to usher him out of bounds. You know what? I think they're going to say first down, so his foot must have came out of bounds just past the 5, or just past the 6.
Tiger 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal on the 6. Duachek gives to Jaden Green, slips out of the first tackle, and he's brought down at the 3. That is Corthell once again on the stop. He's a tackling machine for Lakewood. Him and Mason Bomber, always around the football. And Elijah Aguinaldo shaken up after that play. He'll head to the sideline, and then replacing him will be Zion Morris. Morris, a sophomore. He'll come into the game at defensive back and will be matched up against Noah Muir. 7 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the third. Green straight up the gut, and he has a touchdown for the Wildcats. Second rushing touchdown today for Jaden Green. A late flag after the play, couple late flags.
Penalty flags after the touchdown run.
Green scores from 2 yards out. And for Jaden Green, he's got 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. So we'll see what the flags were about. There was a couple of them after the play.
Unsportsmanlike on the offense, number 1. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Green after he scored the touchdown. It will be assessed on the kickoff. So 7:22 to go here in the third. Extra point coming up for Ian Morellis, freshman kicker. Morellis boots it through, and it is now 42-8 in favor of Arvada West.
In the third quarter, Arvada West 42, Lakewood 8.
We've scored the last 21 points. There's 21-8 after the 31-yard TD run by Quinn. And then Jaden Green ran in from 16 yards out, got a 34-yard pass from Duacek to Aiden Garcia. And then right there, the two-yard TD run to open up the scoring in the second half. See if we get any update on Adrian Somalia down there. The star sophomore running back for Arvada West. He left the game on that drive. It appeared to be a lower body injury. Green is more than capable. I mean, they're going to split carries almost anyways. It'll be Jaden Green getting the lion's share of those carries now.
Gotcha. And number 11, Julian Duran.
Tatum Bachika, Julian Duran. 2 deep return men. Arvada West will kick off from the 25 after the unsportsmanlike. It'll be a low ground ball of a kick, take a few hops, and fielded by Duran at the 27. Duran back across the middle. He's got some speed, and he takes a big shot just shy of midfield. Nice return by Julian Duran.
Defensive play made by number 23, Deculon Hatch.
Hatch was the one on the stop for the Wildcats.
Tigers will take possession, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line.
And A West, the rest of the season in conference, they will have Columbine next Friday at 4 p.m. and then Pomona the following Friday at 7, and then wrapping up the season with their rival on the 26th. That'll be a Thursday night game against Ralston Valley. There are a lot of playoff implications in that one. Next week will be a tough test against the Rebels, no doubt about it. Columbine, a top 5 team in the state. Definitely a winnable game against Pomona on the 20th. And then another tough one against RV to finish. That's a gauntlet this year in the 5A Jeffco. At A West, Chatfield, Ralston Valley, Columbine, all really strong teams.
Second aid to the Tigers from the Wildcats 47-yard line.
So Matthew Scott, Lakewood quarterback, working from the shotgun. Fakes to Isaiah Gray, throws the quick slant, caught by Hatchet Brito, and he's hit and pushed forward down to the 36-yard line.
Number 4, Robert Hatchet.
Good job by Hatchet Brito hanging on, absorbing the hit.
It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers at the Wildcat 36.
1st and 10 for Lakewood, ball on the 36. Clock moving here in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Arvada West went down the field and scored on their first drive of the third quarter. And Jaden Green getting in the end zone from 2 yards out. Isaiah Gray unable to get the edge and then is hit hard by Sanchez.
Number 25, Isaiah Gray on the carry. He's wrestled down by number 11, Kevin
Sanchez makes the hit after the gain of 1.
1 yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers from the
But coming in the
Wildcat
game here for
35-yard
Lakewood
line.
is number 35. And we don't have his name on the varsity roster. There is no 35. So Isaiah Gray to the sideline, and looks like he will be the new running back, number 35. Maybe a JV swing player. He's definitely a smaller back like Julian Garcia. Will be in the slot on the right side. Duran in the slot on the left side. A fake to Jaden Quinn. Scott trying to make a play out of it. Attempted to stiff arm the defender, but nice tackle by Tyreek Cullum. Cullum, another sophomore.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Tigers.
No, and then the first game that I called with Boulder A West, Stevens Rosner was not active for that one, but he is a difference maker in this one, playing right in the middle, right at nose guard. Along that defensive line with V. Hill and Sanchez. Arvada West brings 4. Scott flushed out to his right, Sanchez on his tail, and Scott wisely just throws the ball away out of bounds.
Scott is pressured on the play by number 11, Kevin Sanchez.
Now they brought 4. Sanchez shedded the block, and he was all over the quarterback, Matthew Scott.
The Wildcat 38-yard line.
Fourth and 12 for Lakewood. Offense will remain out there. They will go for this from the Arvada West 38-yard line. Sanchez will come out for this 4th down play. Hatch onto the field. And whistle will have a timeout taken by Lakewood. Interesting formation they're about to set up in. We'll take a timeout with them. 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Arvada West up on Lakewood 42-8. We'll be right back on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 4th down play for Lakewood after the timeout. Deep ball for Duran. And it goes incomplete, intended for Julian Duran. Applying the coverage was Jaden Nichols. And it will be a turnover on down. Single coverage on the outside. Running the 9 route was Duran. And the pass from Sanchez defended well by Nichols.
38-yard line.
And thanks for watching here on this Friday afternoon. My name is Alex Becker on the play-by-play. Got Ben next to me running camera. And also got games going on at Trailblazer and the NAC right now. Golden all over Stanley Lake in that game at the NAC. They got the big Ralston Valley Columbine game at 7:30 over there tonight. There's Green on the handoff. Green slips out of that tackle. And Odin Johnston and others bring him down at the 44.
Number 1, James Green on the carry.
6 yards for Green. Call it 2nd and 4.
And number 79, Odin Johnson.
Somalia still on that sideline. He is sitting down right now on the trainer's table.
The 2nd and 4.
Currently just talking to one of the coaches. Not being worked on at the moment. Also Jackson Pyatt next to him up on that trainer's table. Do a check. Short drop. Throws the slant, and it is caught just across midfield by Garcia. And Garcia takes a shot at the 43.
Patrick's pass is complete.
And Aiden Garcia already with that 34-yard touchdown reception.
Made by number 25. Isaiah Gray,
Well over
number
200
5,
yards receiving on the year now.
Elijah Aguinaldo. First and 10 Wildcats.
Green. Corthell tried to bring him down from behind. He slowed him up at least. And then tackle was made by Isaiah Gray and Mason
Green
Balmer.
on the carry. Defensive play made by 25, Isaiah Gray.
But Jaden Green chewing up some yards on the ground, gashing this defense.
2 for the Wildcats from the Lakewood 35-yard line.
8 more yards for Green. Call it 2nd and 2 from the Lakewood 35. And 2 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the third. Arvada West opened up the year with 3 consecutive wins and then dropped games to the number 1 team in the state, Cherry Creek, and then Fossil Ridge, and then last week to Chatfield. We'll see Chatfield tonight. Green out of the backfield catches the pass in the flat. And Green knifing his way all the way up to the 26.
Duhachik's pass is complete to number 1, Jaden Green.
Good work by Jaden Green after the catch.
He is pushed out of
Caught the ball out of the backfield in the flat.
Plays good for Wildcats.
Chatfield.
It'll be first and 10 Wildcats.
Yeah, we'll see them at 7:30. They had endured some
25-yard line.
Some stuff this week. They had to forfeit their first 3 games of the season, so they are now 3-3 after they used an ineligible player instead of being 5-1. And that affects everyone, not just Chatfield.
Lakewood, their second time out of the half.
Like Dakota Ridge, for instance, who played here last night and got the big win over Bear Creek. They dropped in their standings because of what happened to Chatfield. So that affects a lot of teams, a lot of unhappy schools as a result of the incident. So they were forced to forfeit the games against Taylorsville, Cherokee Trail, and then Cherry Creek. They went 2-1 in those games, beat Taylorsville and Cherokee Trail, and then lost to Cherry Creek in week 3. Got 2:32 here in the third quarter. Arvada West moving the football well. It's been the Jaden Green show on this drive, along with that slant to Aiden Garcia. Now, Duacek hasn't had his most prolific day, but he's been real good. Has not turned the football over. He's thrown for a couple scores. And did what he needed to do to give his team a chance today. A sophomore-heavy team. Green on the misdirection, waiting for his blocks to set up. Great vision by Green across the 15, the 10. Green still going at the 5, and eventually dragged down at the 4.
Jay Green on the carry.
You see the patience and the vision from the sophomore running back. Really waited for his blocks to get his offensive line to get a hat on a hat, as they say, and then bursted through the hole after that.
The first and goal from the Tiger 3-yard line.
First and goal from the 3. Wouldn't be surprised if number 1 gets another carry. It's Green. Oh, they dropped the exchange. Fortunately for Arvada West, Duacek scoops up the football and actually falls forward a yard to the 2. That could have been a disaster as the ball was fumbled on the exchange from Duacek to Jaden Green. And we got multiple flags again after the play. And we've had a number of unsportsmanlike conduct calls in this game. A lot of frustration coming out for Lakewood. They're playing their tails off, but eventually can only take so much. So we'll see what the dirty laundry is all about.
We have 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense. We have dead ball, personal foul, number 57. We also have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on number 57. Both fouls will be assessed for a total of 30 yards.
So Caleb Haar whistled for a personal foul and an unsportsmanlike conduct, and that will move the football. Both of them will be assessed. So you pretty much stack the 2 penalties on top of each other, and end result is the football being moved all the way back to the 32. My goodness, 2nd and goal from the 32. They were knocking on the door of scoring at the 2-yard line. Now moved back 30 yards. Sure, Coach Pyatt Won't be too thrilled about that. All right, delayed handoff. It's Jaden Green. And Green, more great running down to the 14. 16 yards on the pickup.
Defensive stop made by number 24, Mason.
Or 18 yards, rather.
They bring up a 3rd and goal to goal from the Lakewood 15.
1:21 on the clock, 3rd quarter. With the shadows down on the field. Do a check out of the gun. Fakes the handoff to Green. Keeper for the sophomore quarterback. He's at the 10 and is brought down around the ankles. Tackle on the play by TJ Johnson. Johnson makes the stop. 4th and goal from the 9.
Bring up a 4th and goal.
Morellis, no good on the 36-yarder in the first half. I think the offense is going to remain out there. They want the touchdown here on 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. A touchdown would make it a 40-plus point game and would enforce the running clock if they're able to get in the end zone. Do a check, straight drop back. Got a wide open man, it's caught. And walking in for the Arvada West touchdown is Ian Morgan. So they convert on 4th and goal from the 9. Duacek throws his 3rd touchdown of the day. Ian Morgan on the grab. That is his first touchdown of the season. So Duacek to Morgan in Arvada West with 48. Morales on for the point after, and he splits the uprights. 49-8 Arvada West, and that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We will have a running clock for the 4th quarter. Clock will only stop on injury timeouts and regular timeouts. Even on incompletions, it will continue to run. All right, we'll be right back for the 4th quarter after this on NSPN.TV.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
For the Wildcats, back deep to the Tigers, number 11, Julian Duran.
Our 4th quarter from Jeffco Stadium. I'm Alex Becker on our play-by-play here on this Friday afternoon. Just past the 2-hour mark in this one. Again, running clock for the 4th quarter after that 9-yard touchdown pass from Logan Duacek to Ian Morgan. Kickoff will take a big hop at the 15-yard line. Here comes Tatum Bachika. And he's ushered out at the 26.
Just out of bounds by number 8, Cooper Greason.
Greason getting down the field, making the special teams tackle.
First attempt from their own 24-yard line.
Here is the Tiger offense. They got the 1 touchdown in the first half, the 31-yard run by Jaden Quinn. Pass, intended for Hatchet Brito, was close to being intercepted. In coverage, almost making the pick, was Peyton Feliciano, sophomore DB.
Brito is incomplete. Defensive play made by number 31.
Now, Peyton Feliciano got his hand on the pigskin.
The Tigers from their own 23-yard line.
Three by one set for the Tigers. Scott immediately rolls to his right. Trying to get a block from Quinn. And then is met and gang tackled there at the 25. A swarm of Wildcats in on the stop. Brings up 3rd and long.
Down by number 26, Michael Renarson.
Scott gets the play call in from the sideline.
Be 3rd and 8 for the Tigers from the 25-yard line.
And after this one, Lakewood will have Chatfield next Thursday. And then Columbine the week after. And then they'll wrap up with the Pomona Panthers on October 26th. So next 2 weeks, I mean, Lakewood's got their work cut out for them with Chatfield and Columbine. Stepping up is Scott. He'll use his legs and he'll slide at the 32. On the stop for the Wildcats was Holden Hamill.
Matthew Scott slides down at the 32.
See, a lot of the first teamers, if not all of them, for A West, their afternoon is done.
4th and 2 for the Tigers.
And some of the understudies, some action. Well, Scott was 2 yards shy of the first down when he made his slide, so they'll go for it. 4th and 2 on the 32. And 9:15 on the clock. One back on each side of Matthew Scott. Design run, gets a block from Gray. Another block by Duran, and Scott's got himself a first down. Chains move, ball up to the 38. And they've had a lot of success with Scott running the ball today.
Plays good for a Lakewood first down.
No, it helps out when you got your skill position players blocking like that and making that effort to block. You know, Isaiah Gray and Julian Duran, maybe arguably the two of their best players on offense. And, you know, they were giving all they could to spring Michael or Matthew Scott a couple extra yards. 4-man rush, unblocked off the edge. There is Mitchell Cornejo. And then the pass goes out of bounds. Yeah, Cornejo, number 40, coming off the edge. He was a free runner. Unfortunately, Scott was rolling to his right. Otherwise, he would have been in some serious trouble. See the sun setting here, reflecting off the bleachers on the opposite side. That's the Arvada West side today. Another 5A Jeffco matchup this evening. On the slant, almost intercepted again. Same guy there, Peyton Feliciano, got his hands on another one.
Pass intended for
Hatchet Brito was the intended target.
Play made by 31, Peyton Feliciano.
That's 2 balls Feliciano's got his paws on. I mean, would have been spectacular plays, either of them, if he was able to make the interception. A good time of year to be a sports fan, especially the high school sports scene. Got softball wrapping up. We're getting to the nitty-gritty part of some of these fall seasons, and playoffs beginning shortly. Football goes a little bit longer. We'll have a regular season through the end of October.
Number 9, Jaden Quinn on the carry. They 4th and 11 for the Tigers from their own.
Well, they run the ball with Jaden Quinn, not much doing there on 3rd and long, and now they will punt on 4th down. Kibler out there to punt. Noah Muir, the return man for the Cats, standing at his own 31. Kibler, a high kick, pretty short, and will roll out of bounds on the Arvada West 38. We are exactly midway through the 4th quarter right now, and with that running clock, just might be the final drive of the game. Really speeds the game up incredibly. Lakewood with 1 timeout left in this second half. Arvada West has not used any. And we'll see a lot of new personnel as well for the A West Wildcats. It's like Logan Duacek, his afternoon is done. And on the first play, it's a low snap. Jaden Green scoops it up, and he's going to pick up about 6 or 7. Wow. The wherewithal by Green. And the presence of mind to just pick up the football and make a positive play out of it. And new quarterback is Jaden Sunbai, the senior. We saw him in the Boulder game in that blowout win in week 2 for A West. That was a 41-7 victory. You get a holding call, though, on Makai Clark. So they'll back up the football to the 34. The broken play from the start.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 15.
And Green will head to the sideline as well. So a lot of the backups in the game. Here's Sunby. Rolling out to his left. He'll throw on the run. It's intercepted. TJ Johnson. Johnson makes a move at the 30. Johnson reversing field. Gets to the 25. Johnson at the 20, and then he's finally brought down. Lakewood gets their first pick of the day. It's TJ Johnson.
By number 27, TJ Johnson.
That's something to cheer about. Lakewood's defense with the takeaway. A nice athletic play by Johnson. He had to climb the ladder a bit, left his feet, went up high, made the grab. Returned down to the 19.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Wildcat 19-yard line.
Right from the gun, it's taking the snap at quarterback there was Juan Ruiz Yaza Jr., who we've seen at quarterback the last few games. Getting some snaps late in the 4th quarter here. A handoff to Quinn.
Number 52, Ezekiel Nail.
Under 3 minutes left in the 4th.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 for A West, or for Lakewood rather. Ruiz Yazoo Jr. from the gun. Handoff to Gray. Gray gets around the edge. Outside the hash marks, falls forward to the 9. Knee was down at the 10. It'll be just short of the first down.
Number 25,
3rd down and a yard.
The 3rd one from Tigers from the Wildcat 10-yard line.
Handoff to Gray. And Gray is dropped for a loss behind the line.
Gray's tapped in the backfield by number 75, Christian Nightwalker.
Nightwalker in on the stop.
Bring up a 4th and 4 for the Tigers from the
Nightwalker not
Wildcat.
a starter, but he does see some time. He does sub in from time to time with the number 1s. Good tackle for a loss right there on 3rd down. 4th and 4 from the 13-yard line. 1 minute, 32 seconds right now left in this one. Arvada West will move to 4 and 3. And the throw up for grabs is picked off. 4th down, you might as well just chuck it. And the interception there made by Holden Hamill.
Wildcats will take possession at their own 10-yard line.
So A West ball at the 10. We have 1:03, and by the time this snap is taken, I think we'll have around 40 seconds. And Sunby back in at quarterback after his interception. The victory formation for the Cats, and that will, I think, do it from Jeffco Stadium. 49-8 will be our final score on this Friday afternoon. 5A Jeffco conference matchup.
Please try to exit the stadium as quick as possible.
So Arvada West will go to 4-3, improve to 1-1 in conference play with the 49-8 victory. Our final right there. Coming up next for the Wildcats, next Friday, showdown with the Columbine Rebels. Be an afternoon game once again at 4 p.m., but that will be another test for A West. They had a big one last week against Chatfield. Hopefully they can learn from that one and come out with a strong showing next week against Columbine, and then Lakewood will be in action next Thursday at 6 p.m. against the Chatfield Chargers on October 12th. So second game of our doubleheader begins at 7:30 p.m. but between the Pomona Panthers and Chatfield Chargers right here from Jeffco Stadium under the lights. So hope you guys can join us for that one. But that's going to do it for the Arvada West Lakewood game. Cats win it over the Tigers 49-8. And my name is Alex Becker. Big thanks to Ben for his work on camera. And hope to see everyone again in just about an hour right on NSPN.TV.